Dhyan is a method to find your spiritual self. Why is it a big deal whether you can find your spiritual self or not? The whole life we have spent, multiple lives we have spent in this samsara, and the samsaric tendencies have become a normal thing for us to do. Sansar is exchange. Sansar is a trading. What you're trading with is immaterial. Whether your trading involves the money, which is obvious, whether the trading involves importance, whether the trading involves accumulating more importance in the world, whether the trading involves winning a game, whether the trading involves looking superior, looking better, looking more handsome, looking more beautiful. Every single moment that we spend in the samsara is filled with transactions. And naturally, in any transaction, you want to come out a winner. Winning something has become so important, and our ego loves it. Winning is the food for our ego. Ego makes you go to the extremes to win something, whether it's an argument, whether it's an attention from other people, whether it is money, wealth, fame, whatever. Bigger is better in samsara. This tendency has made us forget our true self, the center of our existence. If a movement is going on at the samsara level, our center is silent. In samsara, where the transactions take place, 99.99% of the transactions are using impure methods, tendencies to cheat, take maximum advantage of the person who is losing. Whatever techniques we use to win, whatever techniques we can use to win, we do it. Even if that involves becoming ridiculously artificial. As a person gets old, coloring the hair, even at the cost of exposing themselves to chemicals, they are ready to do that so that they can get few more people to look at them, as if that's gonna make any difference. this very subtle level, this is the ego at play. This is the sansar. At any cost, you want more attentions. More clicks you have in the Facebook, the more popular you are, the more people follow you on your blog, more people go to your churches and temples, the better you are. These are all extensions of the ego. This is sansar. And every single person coming into the sansar to exchange the goods, exchange the looks, exchange the intellectual properties, exchanging whatever. Everything is for sale. Everybody wants importance. All the games are being played for the winning. When a good game happens, only the winners are appreciated. Large sums of money are being attached to the winning, not realizing that losers were equally important to create the experience of a good game. The whole sansar is going in the wrong direction. But condemning the sansar also is another trick of the ego, saying that the whole sansar is like that, but you are not. Ego wants to feel good. Ego wants to keep doing what it has been doing for generations. And a hidden trick is to blame the sansar. What other people do is not that important. But when you go deeper into dhyan, samadhi, it is very important what you do. When you interact with the sansar, what do you have in your mind? Are you out there to gain something? Are you living each transaction feeling at the end that you have gained something? Are you out there looking for more money, more attention, more and more and more? Is this your tendency? Then you are fully involved in the sansar. Binyas have their own tendency to win, to do business, and obviously in the business owner takes away the most. Every single transaction, the tendency to be a businessman is what is required. It is what is recommended and encouraged by the parents for the children. They themselves never realized the real spiritual center of your own psyche, because till they died, they remained involved in sansar. They taught their children right from the beginning to make more money, make bigger houses, impress the whole world, show their success, etc., etc., etc. This is so deep-rooted. To come out of it, you have to understand the futility of these efforts. Sansar will do whatever it wants to do. But what you do when in the sansar is more important. Is your tendency to gain more than lose more, then you are a businessman. More business type of mind you have, less chances that you will reach to your spiritual center. Dharma is all about finding your spiritual center, which is steady, which is unmoving. If you are doing a business in the sansar, using all illegal, unethical, immoral methods to acquire anything at any cost, then extremely opposite of that is the spiritual center, where there is pure divinity, there is joy, there is pure existence, there is reality, there is steadiness. To go from sansar into sannyas is only a shift of consciousness that has to take place. The desire to be more divine, to be more pure, to be more ethical, moral, which is the characteristic of your soul. It's going to require a lot of efforts to break away from the business tendencies. Number one thing that has to be realized is there is nothing to gain from sansar. Whatever your efforts are there to gain from the sansar and accumulate more and more and more is our grand illusion that we are living in. Sansar can be evaluated at its face value. Everything has a utilitarian value. But try to fantasize into it and put your soul into it. Build up tadatmya with it. Tat atma is called tadatmya. When you put your heart into the money, when you put your heart into your house, car, person, that's where you forget your Atma. If money is there, money is not bad, money is not good, money is just what it is. It has a utilitarian value to get your life run smoothly. There is no necessity to condemn money either, because money has utilitarian value in the sansar. But if money becomes the ultimate dream, then you are getting swayed from your Atma. So sansar is your tendency to deal with the outside world. Sansar is your business-like tendency to achieve things from the sansar. It's like going into a pristine forest, and instead of appreciating its pristine beauty, you start cutting the trees, start killing the birds, and take them with you home, instead of appreciating the beautiful ocean, its animals, mammals, fish, corals. you go and chop it off everything and you bring it home for your personal consumption or make a business out of it, make more money. It's an invasion to this beautiful world. Humans are the only one who have this business tendency. They have sansar in their mind. Instead of that, if you start analyzing your actions, the divinity is what's within you, and divinity is a continuous flow of this energy, infinite energy, which keeps coming out for no apparent reason. You have this energy that you utilize for your day-to-day life. There is only giving involved in divinity. There is no taking back. The flow of energy is from within to without. When you go to the sansar, analyze your actions. Are you there to give something? Or you are there to receive something? If your tendency is to receive something from the world, whether it is an attention from your spouse, attention from the co-workers, attention on your Yahoo video, or your attention on your Facebook account, getting more clicks, your ego is thriving and you will never realize your divine self. Make every transaction where you have a tendency to give something, where you have tendency to just coexist, play like a child. I was playing with my grandson, and it was a game of cards. With my stupid business tendency, I was putting importance on winning. I was trying to make him feel good, and I told him, "Oh, I want to play games with you, but you win all the time." It was a simple game of cards. Obviously, I could have won, but I wanted him to feel good. But the next statement that he made totally threw me off. When I told him that, "Niku, you win all the time. How come Dada cannot win?" And his answer was, "Dada, next game, you win. It's okay." I realized I was coming to him with sansaric tendencies where winning is that important. He taught me a lesson. Winning is not important. Playing is a lot of fun. These are the subtle things. We lose our spiritual self. To find your spiritual self, you need dhyan. You go within, find your childhood, find your innocence. Forget about the world. What other people do is not your problem. In fact, condemning the other people is an artificial way of feeling good about yourself. That's another subtle trick of the ego. So forget about condemning the world. You analyze your own actions, whether you are in a giving mode or not, whether you are in a playing mode or not. When you just express yourself and coexist with the whole world, at the end of each transaction, did you come out a loser or not? If you're a loser, you're a winner. If a patient comes to you for 10 minutes, did you give him an understanding? Did you understand his social background? Did you understand his family situations? What might have created his disease? Did you give him a little smile when nobody had smiled at him every day? You give him something that he did not come for. Giving treatment, taking money, is the usual thing that anyone will do. But if you give a little smile, a little understanding, a little concern over and beyond what was asked for, then you're walking away from that transaction a loser. But being a loser, you are gaining and getting closer to your spiritual center, which is pristine, divine, and ultimately your whole life, every single moment living in the sansar, can be an expression of your divinity. And this is dharma. Dharma means adhar. Adhar is your steady soul, which is always there. Find that unique place within yourself and let your whole tendency, whole life in the sansar change, transform drastically. This is the only dharma. Es Dhammo Sanandramo. Have a good day.